Joined by School Board Member Ilona Street-Stewart. And now for the big moment, the Mayor's inauguration. The oath of office will be administered by District Court Judge Daniel C. Moreno, a friend and colleague of Mayor Coleman when the two served together in the Public Defender's Office in Hennepin County. Joining the Mayor on stage will be his wife Connie and his children Molly and Aiden. Judge Moreno.
Christopher B. Coleman,
do solemnly swear
to support the constitutions
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and of the state of Minnesota,
and of the state of Minnesota,
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties devolving upon me
as mayor
of the city of St. Paul
in the state of Minnesota,
to the best of my ability
and to the best of my judgment. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to start by thanking Judge Moreno for honoring me by coming over from Minneapolis to swear me in today. Many of you may remember that 4 years ago, I had the honor and the privilege of being sworn in by Judge Doris Huspenny, who was a mentor, my first real boss, a role model for me. This year, I decided to have my hunting buddy swear me in. I want to thank Kathy Lantry for her wonderful job emceeing our program. Carol Connolly, just an unbelievable job as always. Thank you. Our wonderful musicians from not only Walker West and the Chamber. I'm reminded actually of the old definition of an intellect, someone that could hear the beginning of the 1812 Overture without thinking of the Lone Ranger. I want to thank them and for the wonderful music that we're about to hear as soon as I shut up and sit down. To my family, who has stood by me through 4 years of challenges, of long nights and long weekends, thank you. My wife Connie, my daughter Molly, my son Aiden. As I reached to hug Molly, she said, "Oh, geez." To my mother, Bridget, who I owe so much, my wonderful in-laws, Jim and Jan Johnson, all my family, my brothers, my sister, some who can't be with us here today. I want to thank my incredible staff for the work that they do to not only make this city run, but to put this incredible event together. I stand before you today, unedited, and with a heavy heart at the loss of Deborah Howell. She was a mentor to many of us in this room, and in the city, and across the country. She will be missed and I ask you all to please keep her in your thoughts and your prayers. We gathered at Landmark Center 4 years ago, filled with optimism that comes with a new beginning. Though storm clouds were gathering on the horizon, we were confident that we were on the leading edge of change and that we could deflect any ill will that came. In the last 4 years, we have witnessed the near collapse of the international financial system. Mortgage foreclosures have eroded years of work in neighborhoods across the country. Unemployment rose to levels that no city could address. Cities across Minnesota suffered drastic reductions in local government aid and state services. When our most vulnerable needed more support, the city and the state had less to give. And even our most important opportunity, the Central Corridor Light Rail Project, faced hundreds of challenges that had to be resolved within complicated federal formulas. That we gather today, again filled with optimism, hope, and determination, is a testament to the strength of our community. Our strength lies in understanding that St. Paul is not an island. We are a city whose destiny is intertwined with the future of our region. St. Paul is an undeniably great city, but part of its greatness lies in the fact that it is part of a vibrant region and a fantastic state. 4 years ago, an unusual event occurred. The mayor of Minneapolis had lunch with the newly elected mayor of the city of St. Paul at the J-Rose. Putting behind us the intercity competition that had consumed so much civic energy, we set our sights squarely to the future and the task of building the foundation for a new prosperity and a new vitality. That new relationship between our cities supported the work of the Itasca Group, the Regional Council of Mayors, the Blue-Green Alliance, the Central Corridors Funding Collaborative, among others. We're bringing together resources around a common understanding that we will rebuild our economy by rebuilding our cities and rebuilding our region. As the Brookings Institute stated, we are a nation of metropolitan areas. The health of our national economy is dependent upon the vitality of these areas. But too often we see the competition as a neighboring region or even another city within that region. We must stop fighting each other and position ourselves to face global competition. St. Paul can no longer compete against Bloomington or Minneapolis. Our future depends on the ability of the Twin Cities to compete with Shanghai or Stuttgart, Seoul or Sao Paulo. Our region's response to this challenge will not emerge from a consultant's report or a legislative commission. It will be built piece by piece, by people and organizations that look beyond a narrow definition of self-interest and see truth in Paul Wellstone's familiar refrain that we all do better when we all do better. It's being created by labor unions offering opportunities to new generations of workers, many of them unfamiliar with the trades. It's being shaped by churches that provide tutors for neighborhood schools and entrepreneurs with big ideas. It's being fortified by business leaders that see downtown not as a sea of parking challenges, but rather as an ocean of opportunity to attract world-class employees to a creative and exciting environment. It's being supported by the Citizens League and the Humphrey Institute, and all those willing to take on the task of understanding the toughest issues and proposing a way forward.